the monkey in your pants?
Welcome back, guys, to another Bad Influence fan commentary. This time we're looking at Season 1, Episode 11. That's what it is. Hosted by Andy Crane and Violet Nipples Berlin. It's a 1990s magazine video game show that was broadcast here in the UK. And some glorious retro TV viewing for you, but we'll see what's in store this week.
Hiya, this is Bad Influence, and in this week's programme, I'll be looking at some software.
What are you doing, Jungle Jim?
Amazing stunts and shoot your own action movie.
Okay, Jungle
And I'll be
Nipples.
dancing with the Vivi, the latest in puppet technology.
Our main
Puppets.
review this week is Streets of Rage 2 on the Mega Drive. Sega's answer to Street Fighter 2?
No, completely different game apart from it's a beat 'em up. It's not the same, is it, Andy?
Mario Paint
Plonker
was
Crane.
launched in Britain this Saturday.
Mario Paint. What is up with Nipples' little elf outfits?
It runs on the SNES. Costs
Little
about 60 quid and gives you
shorts and
loads
a
of
little
different things. I'll show you.
funky tops.
As well as doing all the usual things you'd expect, like
Mario Paint on the
different
SNES,
size
a very
brushes
bizarre
down here. You can even have the Mario
game,
characters.
if you can call it
I
that.
could choose the mushroom.
I did like the music part of it, actually. That was good fun.
Mushrooms.
And the fly swatting sort of game thing.
Clearing the screen.
A bit random though.
All of these are ways of clearing the screen, including this rocket.
As is this a bit
Bypass.
random.
And
Multiple
get that
ways
back
of
again. And this one, which makes
screen
it all
clearing.
fade away.
Oh, that was nice.
As well as that, there are all sorts of animations you can do. I'm going to do a 9-frame animation. I've already started it, as you can see.
Let me see your animation,
And what I want
Mrs.
to do is put
Violet
a few more
Berlin.
cats in, I think. So I find
Why
a
are there no
cat,
pictures of niplets?
And I'm going to put him in here at the top of the
Cat niplets.
sky.
Oh,
falling
this is
down
getting
a
out
little
of
bit
hand.
more, and then falling down at the bottom. Now, to get that to play, all I do
Is
is
press.
click on animation. I can change the speeds by clicking on the buttons at the top here.
Wow.
That's going very fast, and have music. I do think it's raining cats and dogs. Actually, I composed this music myself using this package.
You did not, you
Show
liar.
you that. Click on
Nipples is
keyboard,
lying out her face.
and we should get to the music package.
I used to love this
is
bit of it. I
actually
used to
what
remember
the
messing about
tune
with
you
it.
just heard looks
There's
like
so
as I wrote
many
it down. If I
tunes
clear
actually
that,
done that
I'll
you'll
show
find
you.
on YouTube
All
that's
the
done
things
by
at the
Mario
top here
Paint.
represent different noises. So you've got Mario and Mushroom.
It was good fun actually.
all
Probably the
these.
only part of
Some
the
very silly noises as
game
well.
in brackets that I actually
And
enjoyed.
you get a different
And I hated that
depending on where you
little
put them
scary
in the
face
save.
thing. That was bizarre.
So you can go all the way up the save and get really high notes, and you can also add other notes to harmonise them. So we have
That
a
is not
Yoshi
a note, that is a
harmonising,
Yoshi
and
noise.
I think a star. Star's a nice one. So I've written this great masterpiece. You can play it to see what it sounds like. And Mario comes and it sounded awful.
That was
Actually,
beautiful,
I prefer
Nipples.
The preset ones that are already in there, and this one's my favourite. Not bad, eh?
Do, do,
When you've
do,
done
do,
your
do.
stuff, you can save one animation,
Meow.
one painting, and
Meow.
one piece of music to the cartridge.
Ha-hoo.
It's got a battery backup in it. But any more than that, you have
Totally
to
remember that
play
tune
them
as
and
well.
record them on your VCR recorder at home.
Is that what you're supposed to do
Mario
with it?
music in a
Record on your
Berlin
VCR?
style. Our
Never
main review
explained
this
that
week
in the
is
game.
Streets of Rage 2 on the Mega Drive, a bit like a scrolling version of Street
I would
Fighter
have that
2
monitor off
with
you, Mr.
memory
Crane, though.
capability to match.
That would
This is,
probably be
Sega's
glorious for
first
the Amiga
16
and other
megabit
retro
cartridge,
consoles.
16 million bits of information.
16
are in there. Axel and
16
Blaze from
millions.
The original are still in the new version, but they've been joined this time by two mates, Max and Skate. Here's Sarah with her thoughts.
This is excellent. It's fast and very playable with brilliant music.
Decent game
The name
actually,
of the
classic
game
Mega
is
Drive
Between
game.
the Polar Streets and beat up all the baddies. This is Blaze. She's got some pretty good manoeuvres. She's the best.
That's
Some
a
of
bit
these
like
manoeuvres,
a
the swing kick, are
Chun-Li
brilliant
sort of
if
move,
they
that
hit you far
little
away.
short fire
That
ball
move
actually.
shot's my favourite. Oh, brilliant! They're all ganging up on me now. So the swing kick comes back into play. It's much faster.
Why
than
does
the
it sound
original
like you're
Streets of
reading a
Rage.
script,
Everyone
child?
compares this to Street Fighter 2, but it's not really that fair because they're very different games.
It's nothing like Street Fighter 2,
There's
you
a head-to-head
silly
feature,
lady.
which is excellent. You can pick any of the 4 characters.
Oh, I don't
and
remember
you can
that.
even play a character against itself.
I really don't remember
Here,
that.
Max plays Max.
I
dressed
wasn't
in
a big
different coloured
Mega
clothes
Drive
to
player,
avoid
but
confusion.
I had this game, but I do not remember
This
that.
is one of the best games I've ever played. I give
Ever?
it full marks. It's great fun.
Ever played?
This is an excellent game, especially if you've got somebody else
I like
to play it with.
you.
The only thing that lets it down are the graphics. It's just aren't detailed enough.
Ooh, he doesn't like graphics. Hello, child.
And all the characters move really well.
That's
I
right.
love this game.
I love you.
And
Thank
so
you.
the final scores for Streets of Rage 2.
5.
The boys gave it 4 out of 5.
Ooh, 5.
And the girls thought it was even better.
There you
they
go.
gave it 5
One of
out
them would have given
5.
them 5. 4 out of 5 though. It's probably one of probably the best, better if not best, Mega Drive games.
It's a very long and complicated cheat.
Now I'm really this dude that gives you hints, tips and cheats on a weekly basis, and he's a bit disturbed and bizarre, and he lives in a weird little place, as you can see. It's filthy.
Press up 8 times,
the
down
Atari Lynx.
12 times, left 15 times, right 19
Christ,
times.
that's a big cheat.
And option 1 27 times. Then press A or B to start the game. Now, when you pause, option 1 will let you skip levels, and option 2 will make Batman invincible.
Oh,
Hey,
Batman on the
Eternal Life
Lynx.
for only
Not a
82
great game, though.
keystrokes. Next week I'll show
Not
you
in
how
my
to make
opinion,
Sonic
anyway.
the Hedgehog go green with a mere 423 button pushes. Good, innit?
Is that why the Atari Lynx failed? Because the cheat
Latest
codes were so
information from
huge.
Space Station indicates need for Thunderbird 2 carrying Pod 5. And
Right, Scott.
What is going on?
Okay,
Why am I
Michael.
watching
Brian, You
Thunderbirds?
heard him.
This
We're
is
on our
probably
way,
going to
Father.
be flagged by YouTube Content
The
ID
days
claim.
when Thunderbirds were
Da-
gold.
da- da-
Got
da- da-
the
da-
version
da-
of Rage, the very
da.
latest in
One
public
thing I remember
technology.
really about
The
Thunderbirds is
characters' heads
that
were
woman on
larger
Blue
than they
Peter who
should
made
be.
Tracy Island.
There's a clever mechanism inside which moves their lips in time to the words.
Clever mechanism
Okay, Scott. Be careful.
for a little electronic servo. Whoa! What the fuck are you, son?
But as you can see, things have come a long way since then. This is the Vivi Elder, soon to be the all-singing, all-dancing, all-computerized star of a new movie called Sagusa.
Sagusa? Should I have heard of that movie?
His creators, 2 expert puppeteers,
Oh,
have brought life
that's
to
the
a
dude from
gallery of
Fraggle
famous
Rock.
characters.
The Dark Crystal, I remember that. Classic.
Mike Quinn on the computers, and in the Vivi, David Barclay.
Sweaty.
I bet it is.
Oh, excuse me, I'll just go and get changed.
Okay, catch you later.
Excuse me while
Now,
I touch
take
my
it that
nipples, he
David
said.
isn't actually the computerized animatronic bit of it.
No, indeed. He is just inside the suit, performing all the limbs and the actual head movements.
Eyebrows
All
on the
basic
left is
features
wearing some
controlled
questionable
by the puppeteer motion memory computer
clothing
system.
on his upper
There are
body.
about a dozen movements in here altogether, and they're controlled by servo motors. Which are
Servo,
radio
see, I was
transmitted
correct.
into the head to
I
move
know
things
my
like the
shit, people.
jaw And the lip and the eyes.
But how do you get the movements into the computer?
Ah, good
Uh,
question. Well, if you
how
hold
do
that
you-
for me, I'll just
Got him?
show you what we do.
Is he
We
deliberately
puppeteer
speaking
in
like that?
moves.
Is that how he talks in
Example,
real
This is
life?
the mouth control. Hello, I am the Vivi Elder.
That is
And
pretty
I'll
cool,
play that
actually.
back. Hello, I am the Vivi Elder. Set that into record, and we're now recording the eyebrows as the lip sync is playing back. So he's saying, hello, I am, whatever it was he was saying. Run them both together, and as you can see, channels 1, 2, 3, and 4
Oh my
are
god, that's a
actually
bit
running the mouth.
complicated. Each bit's
Channels
done
5, 6, and 7 are actually running
individually
the eyebrows.
and then
So why do you need to do
compiled
it
together.
this way?
Well, the good thing about using this computer system is one puppeteer could program in all the features of the face, back at base, store it on
back
floppy
at
disk
base.
in the
Holy fuck,
computer,
hold on, he's got a
and
base,
then
that
the floppy
puppet
disk
base.
can go anywhere in the world
I want to go to white
with your
polo
perfect tape
neck
that is programmed
boys
back at base.
base. Where is his base?
And here's that system in action.
Never heard of that film.
Sorry, Clyro.
Or seen it before, actually.
Need you to make more heat.
Obviously not as good as the likes of The Labyrinth. Or else I would have seen it, I should say.
Elder to do. Always.
Always. So I never explained, actually, this is the weekly educational
light years from
component of
Thunderbirds,
Bad
really,
Influence.
isn't it?
Sometimes
What do
it's
you
good,
think,
sometimes
Brains?
it's
Well done,
toss.
fellas.
Thank you, Brains. You may have read in the papers recently about computer games and epilepsy and how one
No.
can cause the other, and the
No.
Sun even went so far as to print this. Pretty
Whoa,
scary
Nintendo
headline,
killed my son,
Nintendo
that's a bit of
killed
an
my son.
allegation.
Well, is it all true then, or a lot of media hype? Let's find
A
out.
lot of
For
media
example,
hype.
Stuart from the British Epilepsy Association. Welcome to Bad Influence.
Hello.
A better group of people to comment.
Well, why is that old lady
But first,
there?
Tell us, what is an epileptic fit? What happens?
Well, the brain just stops doing what it normally does. It can be triggered, of course.
That's
by
an
different
epileptic
things.
fit.
It can
That's
be
the
triggered
worst
by,
description of an epileptic fit ever.
flashing lights, or it can
The
be
brain
triggered by
stops doing
lack of
what it
food,
normally does.
Hunger, boredom. But
Really?
in this particular instance, it's triggered by the television screen flashing at a particular rate.
It's got nothing to do with whether it's got a computer game on it or not.
No, not at all. It's the flicker rate on this particular screen.
Right. Can you catch it from a television screen?
No, definitely not. You have to
Oh
have
my God,
already
Mr.
inbuilt
Crane.
susceptibility.
I hope
Your
somebody
brain
else
has
told
be
you to
able
say
be
that
sensitive to
for
this
the
So if you are,
purpose
and
of the
you want to
educational
obviously limit the
content
chances
for
of
the
having a seizure,
viewers.
what can you do?
Can you
Well,
catch
you can use a
epilepsy
small
from a
screen, as
television?
we're looking at the moment. You can make certain that you play the games.
No,
in a
you can only
brightly
catch
lit
it
room.
from touching dirty
Don't play it
desks,
too often or
obviously.
when you're tired, and if it's at all possible, use perhaps a small screen like this.
That's an LCD screen.
Yes.
Because that one doesn't
She's
flicker.
advertising the
There's
Game
also
Gear.
one other thing that I was
If you have
fascinated to
epilepsy,
learn was that,
play the Game
you
Gear.
can help yourself with one of these, can't
What's
you?
that?
Yes, exactly.
An eye patch?
Why is that?
If the brain doesn't receive the messages from both eyes, it can't have a seizure. It has to have
Oh.
both pictures.
Okay.
That's actually
so
genuinely
then
quite interesting.
play
I
in a
didn't know
bright
that.
lit room, use a small screen, sit well back, and don't play.
So
if
did
you're
all
overtired, and
epileptic
if you
people
are
in the 90s after
subject to
watching this
epilepsy,
go out and buy
maybe
eye
an patch will
patches?
help you. Thank you very much indeed, Avril. Now for the rest of this week's news.
Interesting, that genuinely was.
Tetris has a companion on the Game Boy now. It's
what?
called Wordtris.
What?
This time the falling blocks have letters on them.
No.
And you have to make up words.
No.
It's just as compelling as the original and even more
That's
of a brain
like
teaser.
Scrabble,
There's
but
also a SNES version
no.
available in the US, but no plans to release either version over here yet.
So much
Wouldn't
wonkier.
you like one machine that can play any game, whatever the format?
Yes, it's called the Retron
Well,
5.
This is what it might look
Whoa,
like.
no, it's not.
It's
Doesn't
called the Games Master.
doesn't Nipples.
Not a very memorable
telling you
name,
from the future,
but
defo
if
not.
it ever did come about, it would cause a sensation. We're told that the first demo versions will be available early autumn.
Was
so
this
watch
like
this space.
what?
Yesterday,
Was there such a
the
machine
new
created?
President of the United States, Mr. Bill Clinton, took office. God bless you, Mr. President, sir.
And then he got his
Today,
willy
you
sucked
can
by
try
Monica,
your hand at his job
whatever her name
with
was.
a new PC simulation, Shadow President. It's pretty powerful stuff. You play the most powerful politician on Earth. Your decisions
Oh my
will shape
God,
the
this
future
is
of
why I
millions.
wasn't into
Only
PC
you can
gaming
decide
back in
whether
the
to
day.
Start a war or feed the starving.
Because you had president simulators?
I'll be with you in a tick, Furtlers.
Mr. Namrud,
There's
what's
been a
that on
rapid
your
spate
little
of
door there?
shed
What
breaking, so I'm
circuit
just
boards are
ringing
they
up my
from?
burglar alarm.
Better not
It
be
works
anything
like
good.
This piece of string runs across the ceiling, over and down this pulley, and
Mhm.
holds up this dangly sausage. Now, when the unsuspecting burgly dude opens
Burgly
the door,
dude.
the dangly sausage descends into his or her line of sight.
Yes.
Then, the burgly dude rushes forward, enticed by the sausage,
I'm
then
listening.
hey presto, stands on this electronic detection mat. Now this is wired up by laser fiber optic data
Laser.
stream megabit.
Megabit.
To this device,
What
which
is that?
ascertains the height, weight, fingerprints and trouser size of the villain and sets off these alarms.
Oh my God, that's
Can't
technological
go wrong.
amazing
That'll
stuff
be
right there, Mr. Reed.
completely safe. Now,
Somehow I think
this
you're
is a
speaking
trick
absolute
for
shit
Lolo
balls
2
though.
On the NES. Simply enter this code
VQTD.
VQTD, and you'll jump straight to the end of the game and a confrontation with Monster King of the Castle. Ah! Burgly dudes! Burgly dudes!
Burgly dudes.
Right, burgly dudes!
Look, he's got a nice little pristine NES sitting there. The next 2 seconds of programs have been something.
And now for some more games.
Ooh,
reviews.
that looks
First
familiar.
Meets the fearless Max, a bold new hero on the Game Boy. He's a space child with a mission to boldly save the universe.
He's a space
Journey
child?
with him as he visits different planets
Is he
to
in-
boldly rid them of their evil invaders. Hooray!
Is he in a space child spacecraft? Because that looks like
I
no
don't
child.
really like this kind of platform game, but this one's not bad. It's got some great gameplay and some nice graphics.
Doesn't look too bad actually.
These enemies here can jump over
looks
bullets,
familiar,
so
it
it's
looks
worth
like
the
something
time
else, though.
if they land on top of them. The platform's too high to jump to,
Nice
so you
little,
have to use a telescopic sucker pack to catch onto it. You go a bit
Grappling
quicker level,
action
and
there.
there's a gap in the floor. Not if I was to fall through it like that. A rocket pack starts up,
Wow.
allowing 7 seconds of flight to get out.
Wow.
I'd probably buy this game. It's very well done, even if it is a little bit on the easy side.
I like this, it's sweet. It's a nice little platform game with a good challenge. It's worth getting.
Sweet.
I like the main character and the gameplay is very good. There's some really nice ideas in this.
And the scores for Max.
4.
The boys gave it an average score, 3 out of
3,
5.
I thought everybody
but the
liked
girls
it.
A bit more
4.
than that and gave it 4 out of
There you go.
5.
I wasn't too bad at the guessing of the scores there. Next game, Roadrunner.
Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. Meet me.
On
a
what?
platform game in classic Warner Brothers
SNES?
cartoon style.
Mega Drive.
Here's Beat.
SNES by the sound of the music actually.
I love the
Told ya.
cartoony effects
$59.99
on the
fuckballs. That was an
It looks
expensive game.
and sounds brilliant. To get up these hills, you can use one of your buttons, and it makes you go faster.
You can use your
and go
buttons
well
to get up the
the
hill.
engine.
I'm glad
You
she
can
doesn't have to
select
tell me how to play
little
computer games.
buttons
Use the
which go
buttons.
around. They give you extra points.
Why does Roadrunner jump so floaty?
I'd definitely buy this. It's a lovely game to play, and it's lovely
Ginger
to
Child
watch.
says it's lovely.
There's some
Whoa,
expensive things in the
shit,
game.
son.
The ideas are good, but I wouldn't buy it as I got bored of it too quickly.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry,
think you've got
just
some
don't
bigger
find it
issues than whether or
playable.
not you like
It
this
looks
game.
good, but it is a bit dull.
Like that hat.
And the scores for Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally, the boys gave it 3 out of 5, and the
4?
girls liked it a bit better. They gave it 4 out of 5.
I might get that just for shits and giggles if it's cheap.
This is Stunt Island. It's a new flight sim from Disney, but with a difference.
From
You can play it
Disney?
in 2 ways. You can either be a stunt pilot or
Is it on a
movie director.
PC, Mr.
I'll be a
Crane?
director in a minute, but first, I am stunt pilot Cobra, off to see the stunt coordinator.
Stunt Pilot Cobra.
Okay, Cobra. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
Thank you,
Fucking
sir.
A.
Now I've got to choose
I
from
made it to
32
the
different
show.
Stunts. Now, don't fancy that one much, or that one. This is the one for me. This is a
Should be a
Barnstorm.
cakewalk. See you when you're done.
I'll see you when you're done. Now, all I have to do is take a plane through a barn.
Right on the set.
Got 8 cameras shooting this.
game looks
and if I manage
interesting.
to complete the stunt successfully, I'll show you how I can edit the film
As
afterwards.
does that
Okay, here's the
joystick.
front of the barn.
Actually runs
Keep the
alright,
nose
actually.
down,
I wonder if
up,
that's on
through, and out the other
a
side.
relatively powerful PC back in the
You're
day.
welcome. No trouble at all, sir. Okay, so that's the stunt successfully
it's a
performed.
high-end
Now
machine or
I
not.
can make my directorial debut. Here we go. Let's just take this in here. Replace the existing scene. Oh yes, because the previous pilot was awful. On the left,
So
is a
you
screen that
hold
will
on,
show you
hold on.
all the different shots
You
that your
fly
eight cameras
through
have.
stuff
And on the right
and
is the screen
you
where
create a
record
little
it while you're
video
editing your
from
film.
it
Now, I haven't
with
got time to do
different
that properly,
camera
but I'll
angles,
just
I
show you the
presume.
8 different shots that I had.
This is not
That's
a game.
The, shot from me, the pilot.
This is some
Number
sort
2
of
was the spotter plane that was directly
weird,
behind
bizarre
me.
video editing.
Number 3 was a camera right in front of
utility.
the plane. Number 4 was a wide shot that was way out in the distance, and you can see the plane.
Oh, graphics don't look so
approaching the
good now.
barn. There's a camera inside the barn waiting for the plane, and one outside as it comes out. There's a wide shot there from high in the sky, and camera 8.
It's that
is the
tank,
shot
it's
of
gonna
the
shoot
combine
shush
harvesters.
down the plane.
So I've done my stunts and I've edited that sequence, but for the next scene of my movie, I fancy a different location. Well, don't worry, because Stunt Island's got.
Why are we talking about this
You see,
toss
you can shoot
game on the
movie
PC,
any one of
Mr.
34
Crane?
different locations on Stunt Island. Now, let's see if you can guess.
Surely
which
there
one
must have been
goes in
something
here.
else better to talk about a release than
if I
this.
zoom in a bit, you might have a better idea of guessing.
If anybody's played Stunt Island, let me know,
No,
because I'll
you
be
don't know? All right,
bloody
well, how
surprised.
about if I tilt it round? That might make life a bit easier for you. Hang on.
Stonehenge, you numpty, it's easy. I can see that a mile away.
Yep, guessed it now. That's right. Stonehenge. But I think
Way,
there's a bit
10
boring,
points for the
actually. I'm gonna
monkey.
add a couple of things to it, and there's loads you can choose from. 800 different props in this software. Structures, yes. What kind of structures are there on offer here? We've got
Bit of
Alcatraz Island. You can have a bank.
Bizarre game to say this, to say the least, I
baseball
should say.
field. What do I fancy? How about
A castle.
a circus tent?
No, we want a castle at
There we
Stonehenge.
are.
Castle.
Circus tent. And where shall we place that? Right in the middle of Stonehenge. Not sure what kind of a
Well,
movie I'm going to shoot there. If you take a bit of time and make full use of all
Bizarre.
the props and the
Much.
sound and the visual trickery that this software can do, you can knock together some really good movies. Cop an eye full of this.
but why would you want to? Why would you want to? That's my... Ooh, explosion.
Remember, Slimy
Nah, I'm
burglars,
rude. What's happened?
safety
Did the burglar
first.
dude get
I
you?
might look stupid, but when you're a stunt techie, it pays to be prepared. Do not attempt this stunt at home. Here we go. Right.
Still got his Amiga 600 sitting on the desk. Lovely.
This is a cheat for SimCity on the Amiga. If you want to get an extra $10,000 anywhere in the game, simply type in fund.
I remember that cheat, actually.
But be careful, because if you do it more than 5 times, you'll cause an earthquake.
It doesn't matter, just do it at the start of the game when you've not built anything. Obviously, Mr. Rude. Obviously. His filthy little hut den shaking violently. Oh my god, watch the That's so nearly hit the Amiga.
So remember, safety first.
I would have screamed if that had smacked that.
If you really do want to put safety first, my advice is not to go anywhere near Namrude.
Yes, because you might catch something.
Video recorder now. Last week's competition was to win a copy
Some
of the
nipples.
game Road Rash 2 and one of these nifty leather jackets.
Oh yeah, they look
The
nifty.
names of the lucky winners are revving across the bottom of the
God, I
screen
wish I
now.
had a nifty
The question
leather jacket
was,
like that,
which
Nipples.
science fiction author invented the 3 laws of robotics?
Oh.
And the answer was Isaac Asimov.
Nope, didn't know that.
This week's competition prize is a Mario paint and a SNES. And the question, if you're a budding Picasso, is...
I'm listening.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Answer
No,
postcard
sorry.
or stuck down envelope to
Damn.
the usual bad influence address to reach us by next Monday.
I'm rubbish at this quiz.
Oh, Andy, I didn't know you could paint.
Yeah, but I just can't get the smile right, Pilot.
Well,
See you
that
next
is
week.
definitely not
Bye.
done on Mario Bloody Paint. This is Video Blast, Data Blast thing. You'd record your VCR and watch this back frame by frame and watch all this constant information blurb. But as always, guys, that's Bad Influence Season 1, Episode 11. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Mr. Crane and Mrs. Nipples. And as always, I will catch you next time.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?